all those illusions taking damage, it really does a ton of damage to everyone around him. If you get ults in and then use that Geometer's Bane, all those illusions sending off damage is just a great way to take down an entire team fight.
And there's always the confusion factor, of course. I mean, if you use your ultimate, that's 5 of you, and then Geometer's Bane, then there's 7 of you. That's gonna, the enemy's just sort of looking around and going, well, which one's the real one and what's happening? And there's a team fight of basically only Sandwraith. It's like practically a tsunami. And the one thing I love about Sandwraith ulti is the fact that it causes so much confusion in team fights. You use it even in a team fight because most people think it's useful to gank and that's it. But if used in a team fight, it's just suddenly there's 5 of you and nobody knows which one to target. And it's going to take them at least a few seconds to figure it out, and you can use that confusion so much to your advantage.
Yeah, especially with this team he has right now, he can use that confusion to his advantage to set up those other ultimates from his teammates as well, which is very effective. Looks like Hellbringers actually is going for that Hellflower. I kind of knocked on that earlier, but looks like he will be going for that Hellflower, picking up 2 Great Arcanus. It looks like Nymph is looking to teleport into somewhere right now. I don't know. Do they have a ward here? No, they have one in their jungle, but it doesn't look like they know where the Hellborn team is exactly. But it really looks like she's looking to set that up now, trying to break it off. Looks like they do know where they are. Pharaoh kind of running in right past this ward pretty dangerously. They do know he's coming, but it looks like they're just going to back off and not try and initiate in the woods. Good job by them laying that ward, but I'd like to see them have one up near Kongor, really. Kongor not up yet, but he should be up fairly soon, I believe.
I think so. I think it'll only take a minute or 2.
And Chipper really in a bad spot right now as well. They see him right here. It looks like he's going to back up, so good job by him. I thought he might be going to do those Ancients, and he was been in a lot of trouble. Nymphora porting in, though. Well done by her, but Chipper managed to get that ult off, and here comes Pharaoh. Great counter-nation by the Legion team. Everyone coming in. Forsaken Archer coming in now, activating her Geometer's Bane. Electricity activator Shrunken Head, and there she goes. Looks like they're doing a good job, but Sandwraith really just dominating this team fight with that ultimate and that Geometer's Bane and managing to take out just about everyone on the other team. Forsaken Archer looks like she's going to be going down here, and Legion just coming back with that Sandwraith, just doing a great job. Obviously, just a better all-around carry than Forsaken Archer is. He's just too strong now. He's got 2,300 life, and he does 200 damage plus the Mach damage. It really just, and we were talking about the Mach not doing much damage to Forsaken Archer, but if he can devastate everyone else on the team besides Forsaken Archer, then all you have is a Forsaken Archer, and against 5 people, you're not going to be doing much.
I definitely agree. It's interesting to see that. I mean, the Sandwraith had such a bad start, and every item he picked up we sort of frowned upon because they weren't perhaps the best item picks to pick up at that particular time. From our perspective, but it definitely turns out to win.
Yeah, it looks like the Legion is in a really good spot right now. Obviously, they really have cut this lead, especially the gold lead. The gold lead was, I believe, up to about probably like 14,000 for the Hellborn, and now in advantage of the Legion, just a great turnaround for them. I honestly think it's because the Hellborn team kind of backed off and let their Forsaken Archer farm, and it let Sandwraith farm, and that's really not what they needed. Sandwraith able to just stay alive forever. He's one of those kind of carries. I guess there's a couple carries like that, but the only one I can really think of is Zephyr at the moment. Just one of those carries that's able to stay alive forever and just screw up a lot of stuff with a lot of magic damage and a lot of auto attack damage. When there's 7 Sandwraiths attacking you, and you just picked up a Nullfire Blade, which is what I was going to suggest he gets next, obviously, it propagates to those illusions, and it does a ton of damage in an AoE.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, that Dissipate is probably his main. It's his main tanking ability, and it's so powerful. It really is. Early game it does absolutely nothing, but when you've got that Dissipate, it reduces 20% of all incoming damage. That is so much damage that you're just not taking, and then you're even sending it out back at the enemy team. That is such a great advantage for your entire team to take. And as we see the Legion team grouping up in the jungle, I'm not sure what they are preparing for, but it looks like they might be trying to scout out Kongor. Yes, Nymphora going in to see what's happening over there. The Legion team, the Hellborn team has seen it because they do, of course, have that ward up mid, but they're sort of waiting to see what happens because they, of course, do not know where the rest of the enemy team is. So they are definitely sort of waiting to scout it out, maybe waiting for Pharaoh to send something in. I guess he's not going to. But this Nymphora, very dangerous, actually gets caught by the ultimates and goes down without much of a fight. We do see Sandwraith using the ultimate going after them, but I don't think he's going to teleport, just driving them back off. Perhaps opening a little opportunity for them to do more, but it doesn't seem like they are.
Yeah, Nymph obviously getting caught there, but you just look at it, even that ultimate just chasing those guys down. You see how much damage it does just by itself. There, I mean, there was nothing else there to be damaging the Halborn team, but look at them. They all got down to pretty low life, especially this Glacius and Voodoo Jester. And he didn't actually do anything. All he did was press a button, and he's already dominating their supports without even being there. Which, like I've been saying all game, those aren't the people you need to be killing. But if you're killing those people without any effort, it's definitely a good thing.
Oh, agreed. I mean, at this point for Sandwraith, they're just sort of bonus kills. You can just go after the carries, and they'll die anyway. He doesn't have to do anything much. And even if they do get away at low life, you know, you've always got that hack to support you. Jump in, deal some extra damage, no problem.
Yeah, and it looks like the Legion team looking to initiate here. Getting caught on the Kongor attempt, but it looks like the Hellborn team still just getting dominated by all this AoE presence as the Legion team has, and looks like just about everyone's going to go down. Forsaken Archer going down relatively early. Glacius the only one able to get away. He left pretty early, but the Hellborn team, it's not looking good for them. They've really just had those leads turned around for them. You know, they did a great job early game, but I feel like they just let up on the pressure too early, and they just kind of let that Sandwraith really just take over the game. And he did actually die there, so well done by them, but they didn't do much of anything else to anyone else, unless the Legion team is going to look to push this bottom lane and try and get these racks. And I don't see a reason why they shouldn't be able to. No resurrections for 20 seconds, and even then it's just Voodoo Jester. Glacius is probably going to get caught right here as well. So, well done by them, and I don't see any reason they won't be able to get these racks. And Hellborn team really needs to make a good counter push when they come back up to try and counter this. And I don't know if they'll be able to push that hard just because of the ultimates that are coming out from the Legion team.
Yeah.
Really, a much better turtling team.
Well, the main problem is you see this Legion, this Hellborn team having is that the combo they've been using so far, that massive team fight presence with the Pharaoh, it's not working anymore. Because they cannot kill the support as quickly as they used to. We see that, you know, the Plague Rider has actually picked up a Shaman's Headdress, which reduces all the damage he's getting by so much. And then you've got Nymph, which sort of keeping a 15 charge power supply at handy. She's got her own heal. So the thing they've used to dominate these team fights, it's just not working anymore. The Legion team has got enough levels, enough farm to be able to actually respond quickly enough to be able to sort of nullify the damage. You know, Nymph will throw it out there, Hag can of course blink out, and they're just not taking enough damage anymore. It's just not enough. The burst is too little, and that just opens up the opportunity for their team to just come back with stuns and everything, and let Sandwraith just pick up the kills.
Yeah, obviously they're really just Sandwraith just has that better team fight support. Glacius and Voodoo Jester really falling behind in levels as compared to this Legion team. Plague Rider getting Plague Rider and Nymph4 a little bit low, but Hellbringer obviously already at level 17, and you know it looks like they're going to initiate here. And Voodoo Jester is getting dropped by those